Let's talk about the 4 books that I read this month. We have a historical fantasy romance, paranormal romance, cozy fantasy romance, and a YA dystopia. The Rose Bargain by Sasha Payton Smith. This month's book club pick is called Nerds of a Quill. All the links should be in my bio. This ethereal woman who turns out to be a fae, she becomes queen, and she grants anyone who wants a bargain. Every time that somebody makes a bargain, they have to give something up. Our protagonist Ivy, going into her season, the queen's only son is going to take a bride. Ivy decides to go for it, and now she is in competition. There is romance, the good guy prince, then we have the bad boy brother. It is very dark, and the ending is amazing. Next, let's talk about A Vision of Light. The first one in the series is called The Great Prophecy. It is by Maria A. Eden. In that story, we meet Enzo, and Enzo is a good guy but made some bad decisions that he couldn't get out of. And so now we get to see his point of view after the events of the first one. It is essentially a redemption story, and both Enzo and Prue, which are the protagonists, are great. They have to do this thing, and because of it, they are paired together, but they kind of hate each other. Enzo because of his past, Prudence because she is a gray witch, and gray witches have a bit of a bad reputation. The characters are fantastic. They have their own arcs that they're trying to work through, and then there's a romance that is very sweet, and I liked it a lot. And if you want to know more about the author, go check out my episode of the Nerd Tea with her. Spellshop by Sarah Beth Durst. A revolution strikes Keela and Cass flee to her old childhood home. She meets a neighbor who keeps trying to help her. She is very antisocial, which is why her best friend is a sentient plant. She starts to blossom from somebody that just wants to be left alone to slowly making friends and opening her heart up for love, realizing that she wants to help other people. The world building is great and the characters are easy to love. Best of all, Sarah Beth Durst has agreed to be a guest for the Nerd Tea. You will hear more about her and more about her books and her second one, The Enchanted Greenhouse, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snake by Suzanne Collins, a prequel to the original Hunger Games. By the time Katniss comes around, the Hunger Games have been going on for 74 years. The person in charge of everything is President Snow. This book is President Snow before he was president, when he was just 18 years old, and the Hunger Games had only had 9 previous one and 10 including the one that he is in. He mentors a girl from District 12. So it's interesting to see the beginnings of the Hunger Games and the beginnings of President Snow, and how him being a mentor specifically to Lucy Gray from District 12, how that shaped a lot of his decisions and justifications for a lot of things. And it's such clever writing. There's obviously a lot of commentary. It's very intense, but it's very, very good. See you in the next page.